Here today we're going to show you a Hoveround MPV5. Now this is one of their special models that has the red coloring on it, or burgundy. A lot of the times you'll see like a teal color on them, but they're all pretty much the same. It's just a difference in color. This unit here was barely used. It has 11 hours of total usage on the unit. A couple really nice things about Hoveround is they've been around for a while. It is a very dependable unit. What people like about this unit is the footplate. The footplate on this Hoveround MPV5 is a solid footplate all the way across. So sometimes people run into the issue of they cannot control their feet in keeping on the footplate. Their feet want to fall off and then they get their feet caught in tires. So this is a nice solid footplate that is 20 inches wide at the widest point and about 11 inches deep. Now the footplate does flip up to get in and out of the unit, so it does help you. But it is a very nice solid footplate to have, as most other chairs only have like a 11 by 11 or a 13 by 11 footplate, so it is a lot larger of a footplate. While I'm down here, I'll show you a couple more things on the unit. Right behind the footplate, you have two levers here. These levers are if for any reason your chair power died or something happened to your unit and you need to get it back somewhere safe, you can, if your power is off, push these two levers down. Those levers are connected to the motors. You have two motors in that unit. So what you did is you disengaged the electromagnetic brakes, which allows you to put this chair in freewheel to drive it, to push it around. So now it will roll pretty freely. Chair weighs about 180 pounds, so you do have to have a little bit of strength to push it, but the unit will be in freewheel. Now once you get it to the location, or once you want to use the unit again, you do want to make sure 100% that you push these levers back up. If those levers are not up, the chair will not drive. It's going to say it does not have brakes built in, it does not recognize it, so it will not operate the unit. The Hoveround is a 300-pound weight capacity unit. It gets the user with new batteries about 15 miles on a full charge. Now batteries are going to last the person about 2 to 3 years, just depending. That's on regular usage. If somebody uses it like a vehicle and they're going long distances every day, they might get less. If somebody's in an assisted living facility and they're only going half a mile a day, they might give more distance. So it's based on the amount of pull you use from the batteries, the weight of the user, and also the terrain that you're driving it in. So all Hoverounds come with different size seats. The particular seat on this unit is a 20-inch wide by 18 deep seat with a nice semi-high back seat. Now Hoveround does not have back adjustable seats with a spring-loaded handle like some other companies do. The seat does push forward and then you can pull it back. You do have on the hinges on the sides a screw that you can pull out and you can permanently adjust the angle of the backrest, but it's not a quick release handle like on some other units that you have. The arms on the unit do flip up so that you can get in from either side. The arms are also width adjustable. So in the back of the unit, you have knobs back here. With these knobs, if you loosen these knobs out, you can expand the arms out on either side of the seat to give you more distance. So currently, with your arms tucked in all the way, you have 19 inches in between the arms, and you're at just a hair over 24 inches total width. So with this size seat, you have 24¼ inches is what you would need to clear a door frame. Now most door frames that have a 36-inch opening have about 31 inches of usable space when the door is on the hinge. So you would be well under in a standard door frame, but now there's also plenty of houses that have smaller doors, so you do want to make sure you have at least 24½ inches of clearance that you can fit through any door. Hoveround as well comes with certain tires. This is a nice one. This one has solid foam-filled tires. Most of Hoveround's chairs come with air tires, but this unit comes with solid foam-filled tires, so you will not get a flat at all. The tires in the front, they call them a 9x3 tire, solid foam-filled tires. You do have tip wheels as well, so that if you went down a ramp that was too steep, that would be non-handicap compliant ramp, you would only go forward a little bit and you would not tip out. You do have a seat belt as well that they recommend that you wear if you do feel like you have a potential to fall out of the unit. Once again, there's solid tires in the back as well that when you do turn, they do swivel. But the unit total length is 36 inches in total length from the front of the footplate to the very back of the back wheels when they're in a straight position such as this. So when you turn in a circle, since it is a front wheel drive, it will take a few more inches than what the overall length is. So if it's a 36-inch unit, you're probably at 38 to 39 inches of total space you need to turn in a circle. But to turn in a circle, you can just push the joystick directly to the side, either direction, left or right, and you'll see how it begins to just turn pretty much in its own length. Whichever way you push the joystick is the way it will respond. On the Hoveround, the seat is adjustable on the post. Currently it's set up at 20 inches in height, which is the lowest position you can be in. You cannot be lower than 20, but you can get the seat 21, 22, maybe even 23 inches total height from the top of the seat to the ground. The joystick can go on the right hand or left hand side. It's very easy to switch. I do want to show you something on the joystick up here that's a pretty common issue with a lot of people. What people do when the chair is on, sometimes people will push down the power button and you'll hear it beep. Then they're like, why is it not moving? They'll push it forward, they hear it beep, they'll go reverse, they hear it beep. Now it makes a loud beep and turns off. What it did is they locked their power chair. So if somebody came to drive it, it would not just take off. So if you're at a theme park or an assisted living facility and you're leaving your chair unattended, you can lock the unit. Now to unlock it, you're going to turn the power on and you're going to see these lights scrolling back and forth. When the lights are scrolling back and forth, what you want to do pretty quickly is you want to push the joystick forward till it beeps and then pull it backwards in reverse till it beeps, and you'll hear a louder beep and all your lights will steady out and then you'll be unlocked. So I will show that now. Okay, so now you're in the driving mode again and you can go ahead and operate the unit. So pretty much when people call in and their chair's not working, it's one of three things. It's either the batteries are not good, their chair is either in neutral, which we showed you earlier, those levers down there that engage the electromagnetic brakes, or they've locked themselves out of the chair. So those are the three things you're going to want to check on the unit. To charge this unit, it does come with a charger. Your charger would plug in directly underneath the joystick. You have a circle with 3 pins. On your charger, you also have a circle with 3 pins. You plug one in underneath the joystick, and you plug the other end into the wall. It's going to take about 8 to 10 hours to fully charge the batteries if they're almost empty. Now, a couple of things to note about batteries is you do not want to let them sit on a low charge for more than 2 or 3 months. They will develop a memory and you might have to completely replace the batteries. You also don't want to just top off the top 5-10% of the battery every day over and over again. So if you're in an assisted living facility, you're somewhere where you're only going 1 mile out of the 15 miles it can get, you really want to wait 3 or 4 days, maybe even a week before you charge it. You really want to let your battery lights go halfway down before you're plugging it in, because what will happen is if it's the memory of the top 10% of the battery, it will not get you as many years of usage on the batteries as it would if you fully cycle the batteries. It's similar to what they say about cell phones. So once again, this is a fantastic unit, 300-pound capacity, takes 35 amp batteries, about 15 miles on a full charge, just a very dependable unit. If you have any questions, just give us a call. So here's the Hoveround, about 4 or 4.5 miles an hour top end speed. This type of unit, you can take it in the grass. Like with any power chair, make sure it's not wet, soggy bottom, make sure it's not too sandy, but the unit does have plenty of power to hold a 300-pound person in the grass. It's not intended to be used in the grass all the time, but it can definitely drive in that terrain. So as you can see here, I can turn in a circle, very tight turning radius, so it's good for inside, 24 inches total width, and about 15 miles on a full charge if you have new batteries. So it makes it just a very popular, reliable unit. So if you have any questions, just give us a call.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marksmobility.com.